Hello, everybody. My name is Juan Carlos Rodarte, and I'm going to be talking to you about conflict resolution on a project. What are the major conflict resolution techniques that can occur on a project? Encouraging functional conflict, that is one. Now, functional conflict plays a critical role in obtaining a deeper understanding of the issues and producing the best decisions possible. As project managers, we need to encourage healthy dissent to improve problem solving and innovation. As well, we can legitimize dissent within the team by designating someone to play the role of devil's advocate or by asking the team to take 15 minutes to come up with all the reasons the team should not pursue a course of action. Now, there's also managing dysfunctional conflict, and that is very difficult to identify. For example, as a project manager, you can have two talented professionals who hate each other. However, in the role of competition, they produce meritorious results. Is this a pleasant situation? No. However, it is functional conflict and it contributes to the project performance. Conversely, at times, functional conflict can very well turn to dysfunctional conflict. Now, this occurs when technical disagreements evolve into irrational personality clashes or when failure to resolve an issue causes unnecessary delays in critical project work. Now, when you have dysfunctional conflict, what are the strategies that you can take as a PM? Well, you have five strategies to choose from to be able to mitigate or manage conflict. The first one would be to mitigate the conflict. Here, the project manager intervenes and tries to negotiate a resolution by using reasoning and persuasion, suggesting alternatives. The key here is to find common ground. However, in some cases, the project manager can make the argument that the win-lose interchange has moved to the lose-lose for all parties involved, and now concessions must be initiated. Another strategy is to arbitrate the conflict. Here, the PM imposes a solution to the conflict after listening to each party. The goal here is not to decide who wins, but to have the project win. It's important to seek a remedy that allows all parties to save face. Otherwise, it's a band-aid fix, temporary fix. Now, also, you can control the conflict. Now, here the PM reduces the intensity of the conflict by smoothing over differences or interjecting humor as an effective strategy. Now, if the feelings are escalating, the project manager can adjourn the interaction and hope for cooler heads to prevail the next day. And if the conflict still occurs, you need to reassign the team members to different tasks if possible. If they can't seem to be working, can't get along or work together. And then the other thing is to just accept the conflict, because the conflict is going to last longer than the project itself. And then a very effective one, which will set the tone for the rest of the team, is to just get rid of the problem. If you know who the problem is, just eliminate them. If it's just one person that's causing all the troubles, then get rid of that person. But it's more often than not that there's two people, two individuals at fault, and so just get rid of them. Once you do that, you set the tone for the rest of the team, and all issues will subside. Now, how does conflict originate on a project? Well, you know, um, major causes of conflict originates on a project or the project life cycle. So what does that mean? That means that through every phase of project management, there's going to be issues. So there's going to be conflict. To the defining phase, significant sources of conflicts are the priorities, administrative procedures, and schedule due to dispute over the relative importance of the project compared with activities, the project management structure to use, the personnel to be assigned, and the scheduling of the project and the work breakdown structure. Now, moving on to the planning phase, the chief source of conflict remains priorities, followed by schedules, procedures, and technical requirements. Disagreements often emerge over the final schedule, the assignment of resources, communication and decision-making procedures, and the technical requirements for the project. Also, there's executing phase. Here, the friction arises over the schedule slippage. Technical problems and staffing issues, milestones become difficult to obtain due to schedule slippages. And then there's a delivery phase. The level of conflict tends to subside. However, in troubled projects, schedule continues to be the biggest source of conflict due to schedule slippage, making it difficult to meet project deliverable deadlines. And the pressure to meet objectives, coupled with a growing anxiety over future assignments, increase interpersonal tensions. Now, conflict resolution. How does a project manager find out conflict is occurring on the team? Well, being an actively engaged and vigilant project manager, you'll find out that there is conflict in your team. And as conflict manages over the project's life cycle, additionally, group dynamics will illuminate conflict, especially in the storming phase of group dynamics. Borkowski, 2016, group development is emphasized as going through 5 sequential stages of development as defined below. There's the forming, the storming, the norming, the performing, and the adjourning. Now, in the storming is where you're going to have a lot of issues. But that is a normal group development process, and you need to let it happen. All right, moving on. Here are my references. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you. Goodbye.